morning, everybody. Will Hayes here, aka Coach. And you know, I was going through some old boxes, straightening up the house, getting the house together, and I ran across the old trophies. And you know, it is on my heart. I just felt compelled to set up this little shrine here and kind of go through, you know, some of the great moments that we've all shared together. And there was a whole lot more trophies, but when I left California, I threw most of them in the trash. I set them up, took a picture, and I had to throw them in the dumpster because I needed a U-Haul truck to bring all the stuff to Florida. But I kept the ones that meant the most to me, and I just want to share that moment with you, everybody who was part of the Kings County Comets organization. That goes for the parents, and if you ever put on a jersey, this one's for you too, because you're part of that legacy. So real quick, this one is this is when we beat the Bakersfield Heat, as they talked all that trash on us and gave us a whole lot of disrespect. And this is our first AAU Central Section Championship, which got us the bid to go to the AAU Nationals in Orlando, Florida. And we did scratch up the money. We washed a lot of cars, and we went to Florida. Did very well there. Here's the picture of the very first Comet team that we took on the road. A very first tournament, we went on the road to Las Vegas, and y'all took first place and beat them big girls down there. Let me see. And then and that was the NJB tournament. Our very first AAU tournament, the very first one, we took second place in the Fresno Hoop World. I was surprised. We just went out there. We beat some pretty good teams. We ended up losing in the championship to the OC Magic. Those girls had some pretty good game. I tell they played a lot of basketball together. And starting over here, so this is the first AAU championship. This is the second Central Valley championship. This is when we went to Austin Peay University over in Tennessee. And here's the Comet team that went to the AAU championships in Tennessee. And that's Kelly, Courtney, Lena, Danny, Julia, Katie, Michelle, Erica, and Mo Bones. We got our banner. Had a really good time. The year after, as 15-year-olds, we played up in the 17 under division, took second place, got a medal for that. Here's the Central Section Valley Ring High School Championship. This is when I was coaching at Lemoore High School, and of course the Comet players were the anchor of that. Reedley Memorial Weekend. That was a really big tournament. We played some really good teams, and this is when we took first. And we played, I think we played Redwood in the championship, and Katie put down 20 points. That's probably the best game I've seen her play. That girl was just on fire. Okay, North versus South, the same year. Okay, this is when we were 14 under, took second place. And the lesson behind this one, we went and saw those Chino girls play. We knew we had them in the championship when we went and scouted them out, and they didn't look that good. But they beat us because we went in and we didn't play that particular game. So we could have won the North versus South, and that's a really big tournament. You have over 100 teams down there playing North versus South, the whole state of California going at it in Bakersfield, meeting right in the middle, North versus South. And we did well in the 1400 division. This trophy we won up in Sacramento. This is when we came back from the AAU National Tournament, and we took five girls up there. I think it was Danny, Kelly, Lena, Katie. Who was the fifth? Danny, Kelly, Lena, Michelle. And that's when we met up with Quinice and Coco, and we had a spare uniform. We put Quinice in uniform. We went there with 6 girls, and we played the East Bay Explosion, sponsored by Adidas. And when they got out the car with their fancy bags and yellow and black shoes and striped bumblebee socks, they looked down on us. And the souls in the parking lot kind of turned their nose up on us and said, you know, it's just 5, 6 girls. We could handle them. Man, we beat the brakes up them girls by like 35 points, and that was a really good game. This is my all-time favorite trophy. This is the Oregon Trail, and this was when we went to the shootout, and we went 3 years in a row. And to get to the end of the Oregon Trail tournament, you have to either be invited or you have to qualify through the shootout. And it's the third largest college recruiter tournament in the nation. sponsored by Nike. So that tournament is no joke. You had kids from all over the United States playing, and I remember driving up to Oregon 3 years in a row. Portland, Oregon from Lemoore, California is like 13, 14 hours. That's a long drive to go up there. And the third year we qualified, it was 52 teams. We end up taking 4th place, and every time we go there, I see those trophies cut out like the shape of Oregon, and I said, I just won a trophy, man. You had to get at least 5th place to get a trophy. And as long as you got a trophy, you could qualify for an Oregon Trail. Once you qualify, your team has a lifetime membership to play the Oregon Trail. Took us 3 years, and we got the job done. Came in 4th out of 52. Man, we was on fire. And I think that was the championship game. That's when Kelly knocked down that 3-pointer from the 3-quarter line. And we called timeout, and we came to sideline. I'm like, hey, you know, it's a good thing you practiced that. And that's my favorite. This one here, this is the Orange County Pacific Trophy. Took 2nd place. We beat these girls, and they came back through the losers bracket and got us in the championship. They played a different strategy. They made some adjustments. Some little Asian girls, but they were just very precise with that 3-pointer. You know how Asian people do real precision, but yeah, it was NCAA. We did good, and so that's the whole trophy collection. These are the ones that mean the most to me. These are the ones that I kept, and I just wanted to put up a little shrine for you. But hey, Coach, love you. We did some really good things, and I wish you well in your lives with your children, with your husbands, with your careers.